Scholars, I hope you're having a great Tuesday. I figured that today we could start with a little bit of math. So I'm actually going to be doing two math recordings today. The first one I will be working on is lesson 15 in your Zern packet, and the next one that I'll be working on is lesson 17. So I'm going to start with the application problem for lesson 15, and I'm going to read this out loud. Hannah completes 3/7 of her homework immediately after school and 1/4 of the remaining homework before supper. She finishes the rest after dessert. What fraction of her homework did she finish after dessert? So I know immediately that the question I'm trying to answer is what fraction of her homework did she finish after dessert? And now I'm going to use what's in the story to help me figure this out. So I'll read it again. Hannah completes 3/7 of her homework immediately after school. So I'm going to break this into sevenths. Why? Because I know that I'm dealing with sevenths, at least to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And specifically, 3/7 of her homework was done immediately after school. So if it was done immediately after school, then I don't need it, right? Because I'm looking again for the homework she finished after dessert. So I'm going to take these 3/7 out. This is what I'm going to call the after school, right? And now I'm going to keep reading. 1/4 of the remaining homework, well, this here, this is the remaining. 1/4 of the remaining homework she did before supper. So now I have 1/4 of the remaining. Remember how important it is to remember that it's of the remaining, right? Was done before supper. So that would mean that I can either, I have two options here, so I'm going to go through them one at a time. First option, I can break this into fourths, right? And I can, let me undo that one. That was not a great line. And I can, you'll have to excuse the lines, y'all. Say that this top bit here, this is 1/4 of that, right? This 1/4, that was before S for supper, right? And then it says she finishes the rest after dessert. The rest after dessert. I'm looking for what she finished after dessert. So what's the rest? Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of, I need to continue my fourths all the way across the original amount of homework she had. And now I can count what will be my denominator, the total homework. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 12 28ths was done after dessert. All right, so that's one method to do this. I hope that made sense, and please let me know if you had any questions. So that would, of course, that would mean that I had, in case you were curious, it would be how much did I have here of the original equals 12/28. It would be 3/4 of, because 3/4 that was left over, right? Or even, 3/4 of what's left over of the original of this part of the original of 4/7, right? Because this is the remainder. I'll do this. This is The remainder is the 4/7. And the 3/4, that is the stuff that was not done before supper, right? 3/4 of 4/7 is, I multiply across, 12. 4 times 7 is 28, right? So that's how I get that answer. All right, that's one way of doing it. I hope that was helpful. All right, now the second thing I can think about, I go all the way back to this original bit where it says, right, I still did my 3/7 after school, and then it says 1/4 of the remaining homework was done before supper. If I look at my remaining, it's already split into fourths for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this part was now done, if I say that this 1/4 was done before supper, then how much do I have left over here? 1, 2, 3. 3 out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3/7. So that's another way I can think about it. Are they equivalent? Let's find out. 3/7. Does that equal 12/28? Well, if I multiply this by 4, I will get 12. If I multiply this by 4, that's not a 4, I will get 28. So that checks out. Awesome. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Please comment on the posts. Thank you, those of you who have been doing that. And yeah, keep rocking on, scholars.